Yeah, hi, Patrick Reagan here. Today I'm going to be going over the change in SOPs when you incorporate the Sharps Terminator into your syringe procedures. So I've been working with the Sharps Terminator for going on 10 years now in Southeast Asia, China, and now in the United States. So when you implement the Sharps Terminator into your syringe procedures, you're going to experience safety and tremendous amount of savings. And let me demonstrate how this will work. So the Terminator is completely portable, so it's 100% portable, lightweight, and you're going to want to put this right at the point of procedure. So where you're taking blood or where you're giving the injection. So you're going to give the injection, and straight away you will insert it into the device, and just in a second or two, it's going to incinerate the needle, and then automatically a stainless steel blade is going to come across and separate the small portion from the syringe. So now you no longer have a sharp, right? It's just plastic. All right. Now, since it may have some medicine and some blood in there, it does need to go into the biohazard container, but not the Sharps container. This Sharps container is designed to handle glass and sharp objects. So you no longer need to put this in here. This can go into the biohazard bag, into the red bag, just like so. All right. Now, what you'll have is what goes in the Sharps bin now is going to be these small pieces that you have, just the remnants that you have. And let me show you what you have left here. These are small pieces. You've got the burnt, the incinerated needles here, right? And it's been separated from the stainless steel plate has come and cut it. So now you've just got these small pieces, right? So what you're going to do is after 30 procedures, you'll remove this from this is called the swarth container. You'll remove the swarth container from the bottom of the device. It's just a quarter turn. Now these small pieces are going to the Sharps container. All right. So in 2017, I conducted a pilot study at the General Hospital in Malaysia, and we wanted to quantify what the savings would be when you implement these new SOPs in the procedure. So what we found was that they used 4 types of Sharps containers: a 2.5 liter, a 5 liter, a 10 liter, and a 20 liter. So what we want to do is we want to quantify what would the savings be, and when the savings for the reduction in use of the Sharps is because we're not putting the large syringe in there. So what we found was that the 2.5 liter, the small one, we never, in a 15-day period, we never emptied it. So it was never full. And so we put that down at about 85% reduction. The 5 liter bin, we reduced that by 97%. The 10 liter bin, we reduced that by 98% reduction. And the 20 liter, the big one, we reduced that by 90%. All right, now what they ended up doing in Malaysia was they removed the 5 and 10 liter. They found it wasn't even necessary to use those anymore. As a matter of fact, the 5 liter bin is what they use to put the biohazard bag into. So the only purpose for the 5 liter bin is to use it as a receptacle for the bio bag. So you can just imagine the amount of savings you're going to experience in bin procurement, not having to purchase these bins. So Uh, you're going to save in bin procurement, and we found out that it's about, overall, it'll be about 92 to 93% reduction in Sharps containers. All right. Now, you're also going to experience another type of savings too. And that's going to be with removing the waste. So the companies are going to Stericycle and the other companies are BioServe, and those companies are going to charge you usually per pound, or sometimes it's a flat fee. But most of the time it's based on weight. And these Sharps containers are heavy. You know, they're expensive. This is a BD Sharps container. This is a gallon container, and this costs $17. And it's heavy. It's 4 mil plastic thick, and so it's got some weight to it. So this is going to weigh about a pound. So if you're paying $5 or $6 per pound to remove that, and that's a typical fee, is somewhere between $3 and $5 per pound to remove the biohazard waste. So you're going to save in not just bin procurement, having to purchase these because of the reduction in use and need for them, but you're also going to save in the amount of weight you have to remove. Now you'll still pay for the plastic piece. You know, this is still going to be, but this is going to be going into a biohazard bag, which, you know, these cost just a few pennies. So you're gonna experience tremendous savings and also safety. So obviously, you know, the machine was designed to provide an extra measure of safety, you know, for the healthcare workers. You know, you're dealing with, you know, with COVID, you're dealing with hepatitis, HIV. You know, these are very dangerous. So I've been working with this unit for somewhere around 10 years now, since 2012, and we've never had a needle stick injury while this has been in use in the hospitals and clinics that we're operating in. So needle sticks are expensive, you know, but there's another aspect to this too. And we did a study in 2015 at Hospital Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and we asked a question on our questionnaire each day. The doctors and nurses, housemen and matrons would fill out a form and answer the questions that we posed to them. And one of the questions was, do you feel safer having the Sharps Terminator remove the needle at the point of procedure? And this study will be on our website, sharpsaid.com. You'll find that like 90% of the doctors and nurses and users felt more comfortable, more secure, knowing that the syringe was removed, the needle was removed from the syringe. So that's another aspect, a more personal aspect, that I think is very important. Okay, so by implementing these new measures with the Sharps Terminator, you're going to experience an additional measure of safety, savings in needle stick injuries. You're going to save in bin procurement by an average of 92 to 93% reduction in use. And then you're going to save also in medical waste removal, plastic waste removal. And that's important these days. So it's going to have an ecological impact as well. So it's a little bit more difficult to measure, but obviously if we're reducing 92% of Sharps containers and removal, the incineration of those and the grinding and burying of those, it's gonna have a drastic effect. So, all right. So I appreciate your time and thank you. If you have any questions, you can always go to our website, sharpsaid.com, and email me, and or even call. My number's on the website there. And we're going to be doing, this is the first of 3 videos we're going to be doing for training and certification. So This is the SOPs, and the next one will be on how the device works. You know, the sequence in startup when you boot it up, the light sequences, what it's doing, and then we're going to do a video on troubleshooting and charging. You know, how to charge, when to charge, and hope you found this video interesting and enjoyable. And we'll also have a sheet, a savings sheet that you can download from the website, and that'll help you assess what your savings would be. So you'll find out what the number of bins are that are being used currently, what size they're using, how much they pay for each size of the bins, what is the cost per bin, and then we can establish what the weight of that bin is just by the size. So it's just a very simple worksheet that we can calculate the savings for the user on bin use, but then also waste removal. So again, thank you, and have a great day.